Welcome back to the AI Executive Briefing. I'm Iris.
And I'm Aiden.
So, Aiden, today's episode is based on Workpath's recent webinar, How to Build a Better Strategy OS.
That was the one with Dr. Marc Sniukas, right?
Exactly. And he made a point that really stuck. Most strategies fail because teams confuse strategy with planning.
So what's the difference?
Strategy is how you respond to challenges. Plans assume everything stays the same. So basically, strategy changes when the world does.
Can you give me an example from real life?
Easy. Netflix. Their goal never changed. It has always been to entertain the world. But their challenges changed a lot. At first, no one had the bandwidth for streaming, so they mailed DVDs. Then content got too expensive, so they made their own shows. Then competition rose, so they funded local productions and even added games. Same ambition, but different moves every time.
Oh, wow, I didn't even remember they started with DVDs. That's actually really interesting. So strategy is almost alive, huh? It shifts with every new challenge.
Exactly. Mark calls it strategy is learning. You act, get feedback, and adapt.
Didn't Mark also say something like, if the opposite sounds stupid, it's not a strategy?
Yep. And that makes a lot of sense, right? Saying, we want to grow profitably doesn't really count, because no one wants to shrink unprofitably. Real strategy forces real choices, like who to serve, what to stop, and where to focus.
What also surprised me was that focus was ranked as the biggest strategy issue among the audience.
True, but it's understandable. Too many priorities, too little clarity. But that's why challenge-based strategy helps. It forces you to choose what really matters, instead of trying to fix everything at once.
But how do you even pick the right challenge? Because there is never just one, right?
Mark suggested a simple triage for that. 1. How critical is it? 2. How wide is the impact? 3. Do we have evidence that action will help? And then you start where those answers are strongest.
Okay, and what happens once you pick it?
Keep it agile, short cycles, clear feedback, 90 days to test, learn, and adapt. That's how strategy becomes progress.
Were there any other stories that stood out to you? I remember there was something about a media company.
Yes, that's an interesting one. A 200-person media company. They had 21 products and were stretched too thin. They ran the numbers and found out 80% of profits came from 3 clients whose contracts were about to end. So they made the hard call. Focused on mid-sized customers, kept 4 products, stopped the rest, and reorganized. Painful, but it worked.
Takes courage, huh? Stopping 17 out of 21 products. But I guess that's what a real strategy sounds like. Less talk, more trade-offs. But okay, I want to do a quick game. Can you name 4 moves that our listeners can already start with next quarter?
Okay, let me think. All right, number 1. Write the ambition in 1 sentence. Make it vivid and long-term.
Nice one. Keep going.
2. List top challenges. Triage by criticality and scope. Pick around 1 or 2.
Cool. 2 more.
3. Draft 2 or 3 options to address the top challenge. Pressure test with 5 customers or internal stakeholders.
All right, and the last one.
Commit to a 90-day cycle. Define the moves, evidence you will track, and the review cadence.
Awesome, thanks, Iris. But I want to understand a bit more about evidence. What does good evidence even look like in this context?
Good question, Aiden. And the answer is leading indicators tied to the challenge. If the challenge is adoption, track activation and repeat use. If the challenge is speed, track time to decision, not meeting hours.
All right, so, rapid recap. Strategy answers challenges on the path to your ambition. Pick the right level and the right choices. What am I forgetting?
Work in short learning cycles with evidence. And make real trade-offs so focus returns.
Awesome. Then I think that's it for today's AI Executive Briefing.
And if you want the full deep dive, the webinar is available. We've linked it in the episode's notes.
Thanks for listening.
See you next time. Keep working smarter.